Hey everyone, Kimtana here, and welcome to a Terraria beginner's tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you a really easy way to make a mushroom farm. Now, the first thing I'm going to do before I waste any more time is I'm going to start placing dirt blocks because I need this grass to start climbing up, and it's going to be the most time-consuming thing in this project. And the reason I'm doing that is because we want to grow the mushroom farm up high so that it is above the ground, and it is also in the surface area. Mushrooms can only really grow where there's a sky in the background. Cannot grow if there is a natural wall behind it, or any wall for that matter. So now that I've got that started, I am going to cut this away so that it doesn't impede in the growth. Alright, now I want to show you something that you would benefit from immensely, and that can be found in your house at the merchant. So, this is my merchant, Calvin. Hey Calvin, how you doing? So, Calvin has a sickle, and the sickle is only 60 silver. And as you can see, I've already purchased it. Now, what's great about the sickle is you can get numerous things, but the first thing you can get right after procuring it is hay. Now, hay is the easiest to obtain building block, as well as completely sustainable, because you can just get it from grass. And so that's going to be another product that we benefit from when we get our mushroom farm going. So the other thing you can get, if you have the Guide to Plant Fiber Cordage, it is a book that you can find in chests underground. That will help you get this with the sickle. Vine rope. And vine rope is the single best sustainable rope you can find. You don't even need rope. You don't need to buy it. You don't need to find it. You can create it. As you can see, I've got a vine growing up here to another area. But what we're going to do is build a way up there. So what I'm going to use is the vine rope. If you don't have the vine rope yet, if you don't have the book, that's fine. For this, you can use wooden platforms to build kind of a ladder so that once this is gone, you're still able to get up and back. For this tutorial, I am going to use the vine rope because it's in a way faster, but also I want to show you, if you haven't seen how the vine rope works, how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this fairly low. I'm also going to build this on a smaller scale for the sake of this tutorial. Now, you can build this as high up as you want. You can build it as big as you want. But I want to show you the basics of it. You can customize it to however you want it. So let's build it to here and build up to here. And so what we need to do now is I need to do 2 blocks up. So I need a block for hay here, and then I need a block for the dirt. So that's going to be 5 tiles up. So I need space here for the hay. I do have to get the hay blade off so that grass can grow faster. So I'm just going to continue building along here. And then when I get here, I can start doing a wooden platform by clicking there. These wooden platforms are amazing. I'm actually going to make it a little bit wider. These platforms are really, really great because you can use these instead of vine rope. So I'm going to make these a few levels high. So again, leaving room for that hay block, and then the dirt. The hay blocks will keep the vines off of the grass, because mushrooms cannot grow with vines over it. So I'm going to do a 3 level. Okay, so just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to do this small structure as the farm. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to build the ceiling and wall, because you're going to need that, one, to help help give it some sort of structure, make it look kind of cool and interesting, but also if you happen to have enemies that are flying over you, this will protect you somewhat. It won't stop them spawning because you don't have a wall behind you, but you have this. So I've also got to leave space because I'm going to put platforms down as well, so that you have 2 ways of getting there. So I'm going to put platforms here and here. Now, it doesn't seem like it makes much sense to do that with this small structure, but I want to show you what it looks like when you have... I don't need one for down there, silly. When you have a larger farm, you'll want it to be on either side like this. So I'm just going to finish putting the hay around it, and it's getting dark, which is perfect because that will allow time for growth for the farm. So I'm keeping this solid so that the grass is able to creep up from the ground all the way up here and into the farm itself. This is the most time-consuming process, is letting the grass grow. So there we are. Let's see how the grass is doing. Okay, so it's not horribly high, but that's okay. This, like I said, is the most time-consuming portion of it. So we're going to give it some time, and I will be back momentarily to this structure. Okay, so I gave it about 7 days game time, and the growth of the grass has reached the farm itself. And so I am now able to take this away because I don't need it anymore. And I can finish this out here. So now the farm is going to be getting its own grass. So it's going to keep on spreading here. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time. So I'm going to give it a few more days and come back and see how it looks. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. Oh, okay. Ooh, I've already got a mushroom. Oh, let's go back up. So all of the grass has grown on this area, and it's already working. So we can now just start hacking our way through and collect not only the mushrooms, but grass that makes hay. If you have the blowpipe from one of the chests, you can collect seed, and occasionally there will be worms and grasshoppers, which you can use for, sadly, bait. But now we can tear this down and open it up so that we can get to it from either side. And that's it. That is the mushroom farm. So again, this is a very small make of it, but you can make this as big as you want. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully you learned something from this and are able to get mushrooms and hay and seeds and whatnot. One last thing I'm going to do before I forget is we have to put the hay down so that the vines don't grow down. That's very important, because if there's too many vines, or any vines, mushrooms won't grow, because the vines compete with the mushrooms. So that's it. So guys, I really hope you learned something from this. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. On my channel, I not only have these tutorials, but I also have a Terraria playthrough I'm doing, as well as I play other games and have all kinds of content. So check out my channel. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Have a great and wonderful night. Take care. Bye.